Well, we go to Wisconsin where sadly and tragically another mass shooting took place.
What? You're kidding.
This time at a Christian school where there were several injured and deceased, including the gunman.
What the fuck?
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. Why does this all have a ring of familiarity to it?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Maybe it's just me.
Oh, yes, of course.
But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Tuesday. Well, I wish I had some news in regards to, I don't know, Trump's more picks for Trump, somebody getting stupid, somebody falling down, baby crying, what have you. But no, not this one. Late yesterday afternoon, a story broke out regarding a shooting in Wisconsin at a local school where there were several injured. Of course, it turns out that this Wisconsin school is a Christian school, and sadly, there are injuries and deceased, including the gunman. Like I said in my intro, why does this all feel familiar to me? Well, I'll talk about that in my thoughts. But now, here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Shootings at Wisconsin Abundant Life Christian School leaves at least 2 dead. And of course, there is an additional attachment to this story. Of course, the update, Chief Barnes noted in a live interview that the police did not have to fire their weapons upon responding to the scene. The original story. A shooting at the Abundant Life School, Christian Life School in Madison, Wisconsin, left at least 2 people dead Monday morning, according to emerging reports. Fox out of Detroit reported that the police were called to the school just before 11 a.m. I said late yesterday afternoon. I apologize. It was about midday. During a live interview, Madison Chief Police Sean Barnes indicated a total amount of 7 persons were transported from the scene for medical treatment. Barnes did not describe whether the injured, including the fatally injured, were students or staff, but he did say that a juvenile believed to be responsible for the incident is deceased in the building. A social media page for the school posted a brief statement. Prayers requested? Absolutely. Today we had an active shooter incident at ALCS. We are in the midst of following up. We will share information as we are able. Now we go from that to this. This is the Madison police chief on the shooter. This coming from Breitbart. However, she or he or they may have wanted to identify, but it's not important. To who? Well, during a Monday night press conference, Madison Chief of Police Sean Barnes was asked about the transgender rumors, quote unquote, regarding the alleged shooter, and he suggested how she, he, or they may have wanted to identify had nothing to do with the events that took place. Well, you sure about that? Okay. In a live video posted by Live Now from Fox, and we'll show that in a bit as well, a reporter off camera noted that the questions whether the shooter was transgender had been raised. Barnes replied, "Yes, I don't know whether the shooter was trans or not, and quite frankly, I don't think it's even important. I don't think it's important at all." He continued, "I don't think that whether what happened today had anything to do with she, he, or they have wanted to identify. I wish people would kind to leave that their own personal biases out of this. We had people show up to work today to help kids be better who are not going home." Barnes concluded the answer saying, "So whether or not he, she, or they were transgender has something may come out later, but for now, what we're doing right now, today, literally 8 hours after a mass shooting took place in Madison, is to have no consequence at this time."
Sure, absolutely. Thank you. Ready? Natalie, Natalie. Rup now, Rupnow.
Been a lot of misinformation online, including from prominent Moms for Liberty activists in Wisconsin, claiming that the shooter was transgender, which is a reaction that we see across the country in wake of mass shootings, to claim that trans people are dangerous. Can you respond to that directly in regards to this?
Yeah, I don't know whether Natalie was transgender or not. And quite frankly, I don't think that's even important. I don't think that's important at all. I don't think that whatever happened today has anything to do with how she or he or they may have wanted to identify. And I wish people would kind of leave their own personal biases out of this. We have people who showed up to work today to help kids be better who are not going home. And
as the story emerges, there are at least, I think it's 7 to 10 injured and deceased, including the gunman. Well, the gunman turns out to be a 15-year-old young woman by the name of Natalie, but she went by the name of Samantha. So, however you want to go with that. Anywho, one, she is not trans. She was just extremely mentally ill, confused young girl. For some unknown reason, decided to go to a Christian school and shoot up the place. Gee, where haven't we heard that before? I know, that will be Nashville. Yes, remember that story about a year ago? There was a shooting at a Nashville Christian school where there were six dead, including 3 children, by a woman, a young woman. I'm not going to give the name because at this point it's not important, but she felt like a he and felt ostracized and decided to go there and shoot up the place. Just like this story, just like Madison, just like this Christian school, a young girl confused. She might have been picked on. We don't know. What we do know is that she was able to get her hands on some weapons, go to the school, shoot up the place, and end at least 2 other people, including herself. So this is where we are. Now, of course, all you're going to hear is gun control, gun control, gun control from the left. You're going to hear from the right, that had nothing to do with nothing. She was able to possess those arms for some reason. It may have been her parents' arms. We don't know. But it doesn't matter at this point. The fact of the matter is that were there signs? Were there signs of her being distressed? Were there signs of her, being frustrated? Were there signs of her being confused? These are the things that we need to look for. But at the same time, you don't blame the gun, you blame the shooter. And that's what needs to be done here. So I know the investigation is still ongoing, and that's good. And I also hear that there is a manifesto of sorts associated with this young woman, Natalie / Samantha. But we don't know the full extent of it yet. Now, are we going to know what's in that manifesto just like we know about what's in the Nashville Manifesto? Which, of course, we know nothing outside of Steven Crowder, who got a leg up in it and was able to leak pages, 3 of them, as far as what that young girl wanted to do and how she planned it, and she carried it out. So it's a wait and see game. Just like we heard from Kash Patel, that of course the future head of the FBI, that the manifesto is in the hands of the FBI right now for the reason that it hasn't been totally exposed. Interesting. But we'll see if the manifesto ends up in the same hands. Because remember, Joe Biden's still president for a few more days anyway. But tragic. Pray for the families. Pray for those involved. Pray for those injured. And what are you going to say? What can you say? But got to watch over them. God watch over them. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borgonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.